Hello, everyone. This is Brian Menk. I'm the activities director for Pine Island High School, and just wanted to walk you through a couple of things here. First of all, this is the video pertaining specific to athletic registration. There's another video that will walk you through activities registration. They're very much the same in terms of steps, but a couple subtle differences. So this would be for any of the fall sports: football, volleyball, soccer, cross country, winter sports, basketball, wrestling, gymnastics, and so on. And then our spring sports. So hopefully this helps. And the first thing we're going to look at is on the district website. Under activities, you're going to see a tab called activities registration. That's where you're going to go to start your registrations. There are two tabs here. One for activities registration. That's a separate video. This is athletic registration. So I'm going to click on that here in a second. But also, you're going to need to download a physical. If your physical is not current, meaning it's been more than 3 years since you've had one, and I'm speaking specifically to incoming 7th graders, you would need a physical, unless for some reason you had one as a 6th grader. But typically they're done in 7th grade and then again in 10th grade. And that way you're covered for those 6 years of 7th through 12th grade athletics. There might be, there will be rare cases where maybe you took it, you've got your physical and you did it outside of your 7th or 10th grade year, and you might be due. So if you have questions about that, you can check the 512 office staff. So you would click on athletic registration. That's going to take you to this page right here where you're going to set up your account. If you've already started up your account or set it up, it's going to take you to a page that looks a little different where you're going to continue your registration. But for pretty much all of you, your page will look like this, and you're going to have to enter information. Anywhere there's a star, you'd need to enter that. You can certainly enter in those optional spots as well if you'd like. This is just an optional thing, as far as college recruiting. So it's just something that's put on here by the company that runs this site. So nothing to do with us. After you fill it out, you'll click next page. Okay, there's going to be a few steps that you have to go through here. Next page is going to be where we select the activity that you're looking for, the sport. Okay, so there's a list here of all of our fall sports. You would pick whatever is specific to you. And if you're registering multiple children, you'd have multiple options to choose. But I think you'll understand that if that's you. So you're going to pick one. Let's say it's you're looking at 7th or 8th grade volleyball. You choose that. You're going to see that a price pops up, because there is a fee for that activity, that sport. And it may take a couple of seconds for that to pop up. Hopefully it does that. There it is. See, that's $80. It's $105 for 9 through 12. So you check what applies to you. Get to that next page. Things are a little slow today as far as the Wi-Fi. Hopefully yours goes a little faster. Okay, some parent guardian information. You need to put in at least one. You can put in 2. So we're going to go to the next page. That next page is going to be it's the physical form. We're going to get into some lengthy forms that need to be filled out. Apologize that it takes a significant amount of time, but really like 15 minutes and you should be done. And you only have to do, the physical and the medical information. You only have to do that once a year. You won't need to do that every season. So again, here's a spot where you can download that physical once you've filled out the paperwork. So meaning you've got your appointment, you went to the appointment, your son or daughter has been seen by a physician, they're going to fill out the paperwork. You can then upload it. So you can download or scan it into your computer. You can upload it here. If that's not something you'd like to do or can't do, you can always bring that paper form into the high school. But if you're able to upload it, that's a whole lot simpler. Okay, moving on to the next page is going to be some medical information that you're going to have to fill out. This is not stuff from the doctor. That's on the physical form. This is information that you would fill out as a parent or guardian. Some of it's optional. It's nice to know if you got a preferred hospital, God forbid something happens to your son or daughter where a hospital is required, but that information could be useful. There is some starred information as far as emergency contact goes. That's got to be there. There's and consent to treat form. This is so that our trainers, when they're at the activities or events, they can treat minor things that might be needed. This is just giving them the consent to do so. So you're going to fill that out. Next page is going to be a bit lengthy, I believe, with the policies. Nope, not this one. Next one is just policies and agreements. So really, we're looking at the handbook, which is kind of lengthy. So you'd click on that. It's going to open up the file for the current year's handbook. Okay, they will be updated every year. So you're able to look through all of the information here in the handbook. There's a lot of information in there. Some of it's very, very important for you to understand in terms of, policies on, cutting players to communication within, communication with your coach and how that should be dealt with. And there's some steps we'd like you to follow there. And then after you have read through that and understand, well, again, like academic eligibility policy and some discipline things, you and your son or daughter will check this, and then by hitting accept, you're agreeing to that handbook too, which is needed to be able to participate. Once you're done with that, click next page. This is the State High School League just eligibility brochure. So this deals with a lot of statements that the High School League and Pine Island High School like you to check off that you're complying, that you're saying you're going to follow these things. So make sure that you are reading through them and understanding them. These first several statements are coming from the high school league, and they are not, they're non-negotiable. They're things that have to happen for you to be able to be eligible. So checking off that you understand those things. It's a lot of information here. Some code of responsibilities that you would check off. This deals with, some behavior expectations that the high school league and Pine Island High School have for your son or daughter as they participate in our activities. And talks about some penalties if those things are not dealt with, or if they're not followed, or if there's chemical violations, things like that. Hopefully this is, has nothing to do with your son or daughter, and none of that would ever have to be used or looked at again. There's some concussion management information. Okay, and then some again, some things that you need to check off that you understand about these statements. And again, the code of responsibilities is in there again. And then there's some signature spots for you. And then there's a brief health questionnaire. Gives us a snapshot of where your son or daughter is medically at the moment, in case there's things that need to be watched out for, or things that they recently had done medically. Again, some signature spots. And then once you're done here and you sign those and you hit next, that's going to bring you to the page where you can go ahead and submit payment for those activities that you've registered for. And that would do it. So hopefully this helps, and reach out if you have questions. Thank you.